What the fuck is wrong with a normal rank up system? I mean, is there anything wrong with just getting XP to get to the next level or something? Did I miss a new fad that says ranking up was pointless or something? Because the rank up system in Destiny is really fucking stupid. I'm not quite sure I understand Bungie's logic on this one. And the more sense I try to make out of this, the less logic this fucking light shit becomes. From levels 1 through 20, the game works like any other game. You kill enemies, you get XP, you beat the chapters in the story. But anyway, you do all that shit, you get XP from it. You complete challenges or bounty, you get XP. So this concept is pretty fucking normal that all players have been used to. But after that, shit hits the fan. Once you get to level 20, there's no more traditional XP in the common sense that we're used to. You don't get XP towards the next level anymore. Well, aside from gaining a modal light or whatever the fuck, but that's not what we're talking about. Because that would be too fucking easy, now wouldn't it? The assholes who designed this game didn't want you to make it to level 30 so damn quickly, because you would just be done with this game in about a week and never play this bullshit again. So instead, we have light ratings on armor. Each piece of armor from blue to purple to yellow has a light rating on it. The higher the light, the higher that adds to your total light count to reach the highest level in the game. You don't get to level 22, 25, 29 just by continuing to play the fucking game. No, because that would make too much fucking sense. You get to the higher levels by equipping the right set of gear that gives you enough light levels. So if your character decides to run around butt naked, that means you will only be a level 20 character. But as soon as you put on the right clothes and you look like a pimp, then you can reach the maximum cap level in the game. But the stupidity doesn't stop there. Before the DLC in the Iron Banner 2.0, the only way you could get to level 30 was to get lucky enough in the raids to get the gear to bring you to that magical number. Some people, like my buddy Dusty, got carried through the raids, got all the damn gear, and he was level 30 after just 2 fucking runs. Actually, I believe he got 3 pieces of gear in 1 run, and then he got the helmet on another one. So that goes to show you, he was able to get some good fucking drops. Meanwhile, the motherfucker couldn't do the vault of glass jumping puzzle. What the fuck? This motherfucker spent 20 minutes trying to get that shit. He spent so much time that Hatred actually booted him out of the game. And they re-invited him once they got to the gatekeeper so they could revive his ass. Meanwhile, it took me almost 50 vault attempts to get every piece of raid gear, while others had all that shit way before I ever did. Does that make any fucking sense? Does that sound fair? That someone could turn themselves into a level 30 well before you do, based on the randomness of the game giving you 4 fucking pieces of gear to get you there. Like everything else in this game, the concept just doesn't work. Fine, Bungie, you wanted to try something new, you wanted to do something different, but just because you're unique doesn't mean you're useful. This leveling crap is truly a stupid fucking idea. On top of the stupid ass idea that your level is determined by your armor, one of the selling points early on in this game was the customization. You can customize your character to look how you want them to look. Unfortunately, because the level 30 armor was the only way to hit the maximum level, you had no choice as to what you look like. Sure, you can equip a shader, because that endless chatter white shit we got out of the fucking range was so awesome. But you were stuck using 3 pieces of raid gear minimum and equipping at least 1 piece of exotic armor, or the Iron Banner crap once they fixed that joint. Essentially, everybody looked pretty much the goddamn same aside from the color of your outfit. Then the dark below rolls out and the level cap is increased to 32, but the same issues exist. Armor is what gets you that high. It's the same fucking problem. Now, the easiest solution is probably the best solution. Just go with the traditional rank up system and you get to the highest levels. Earn XP, have it count towards something. When you hit the last level, you get no more XP. No armor required, no light level being increased, whatever the fuck. Just a normal rank up system. Personally, I would just do that because that makes the most sense for gamers, and it's what we've always been used to. But that's not what Bungie would go with for that very reason. They want you to experience everything in the game. They want you to participate in each one of the activities that they have, which is why the level 30 gear was only in the raid. And eventually, they added it to the Iron Banner. And that bullshit has got to change. Now, without going the easy route of just the traditional XP method, which would be my preferred method anyways, the only viable option would be to transfer the light level to your character instead of your armor. Right now, each piece of gear has a light level, pending the level. You could reach the maximum rank if you have the right combination of gear. Well, instead of putting the light on the gear, why isn't the light level placed on the character instead? Think about this for a second. In RPG games, have you ever seen a game where your armor dictates how high of a rank your player is? No, of course not, because it's always the other way around. How high you're ranked determines what armor you can use. I can't use level 15 armor when I'm only level 10. That makes sense. You can't wear the platinum fireproof armor in Dragon Age if you're not ranked high enough. You can't wear the arrow to the knee prevention kit in Skyrim job if you're not ranked up high enough. Oh, fuck that game. But in Destiny, your armor determines your rank in the most ass-backwards way of all time. I mean, seriously, Bungie, do you people walk into your office backwards? Do you seriously walk backwards with your ass through a revolving door? No, you don't. Now, because this light shit is so confusing, we have motes of light, and now we have armored light levels. As I said in an earlier video, we need to combine some of the currency, which I thought was fucking brilliant, by the way. But I still gave the damn currency name light or whatever the fuck it is, mainly because I just didn't give a fuck. I think I called it mode of light coins or whatever the fuck it is. I don't remember what I called those shits. But for the armor rating, it needs a different fucking name just to separate it. So I'm calling that shit Aura, just for the fuck of it. Doesn't mean anything, doesn't have any bearing on the story. Then again, Destiny has no fucking story, so it fits right the fuck in. I'm calling it Aura, mainly because I want to distinguish my idea from anything to do with light, since it confuses the shit out of people. Aura will be attached to your character from now on, not your armor. At level 20, you will begin collecting Aura, and you can consider this upgrade nodules per character. Each character will be able to hold and store 10 Aura. You earn those Aura through either bounties, ranking up, missions, whatever the fuck. You could use Aura to place on your armor to make it stronger. Now, obviously, earning those 10 will take a bit of time, so it's not something you will just get in one day. Earning Aura could work in a number of ways. It could just be a straight up XP total, get enough XP, you're gonna earn an Aura, whatever the fuck, like 5 million XP to earn one, whatever. You could do it the traditional way. You could also tie them into the number of bounties you have to cash in, like 100 Vanguard bounties will equal 1 Aura. You could take that one step further and say that there are 10 Aura in the game, and each one of them has a different challenge that you need to complete, like 100 Vanguard bounties and you earn Aura number 1. 100 Crucible bounties, that's Aura number 4. Exotic bounties to kill every boss in the game on hard, that's Aura number 7. Or complete all the Nightfalls flawlessly, that's Aura number 10. Whatever the fuck, you get the idea. You get 10 Aura in the game, however you get them, however the fuck it works, that's irrelevant to the point of the video right now. In total, the armor that you have will accept a certain number of Aura, aside from the upgrades. Think of those as your damage increases or whatever. Exotic armor will get 4 pieces of Aura, while legendary armor will only get 2 pieces, and that includes raid armor. Fuck that shit. If it's purple, you get 2 pieces, but I will address raid shit a little bit later because that needs its own fucking video. Now, if you equip one exotic with 4 Aura and 3 pieces of legendary armor with 2 Aura, what do you get? 10 Aura. Thank you, math majors, for keeping up with the program. If you're level 20 and you're placing 10 Aura into your armor, regardless of what pieces they are, what level do you think you'll be? Level 30. Holy shit, what a fucking epiphany we had here. Oh, but I ain't done here. No. Just simply connecting the pieces is too easy in this motherfucker. I want something better, something unique, something RPG based. When it comes to the weapons, and I believe certain armor pieces from the raid, you have the option to select which upgrade you want. Do you want longer range? Do you want more stability? Do you want more impact, quicker reload? I think in the Vault of Glass, you have the ability to generate an orb to kill the Praetorian or an Oracle, whatever the fuck. Same thing with the Hive Majors. Some guns already come with perks, right? I mentioned that before in my gun video. Well, with Aura on your armor, I want to take this one step further. When it comes to your armor, especially exotic armor, I want people to have multiple choices as to what they select their armor can do. In other words, all those perks and shit that you see on the guns, you have the same choices in your armor slots, and each one of those slots is where you add the Aura. Hear me out for a second. Let's take an exotic chest piece for an example. The chest piece will have up to 8 potential perks on each piece. Let's say quicker reload, extra grenade, revives allies quicker, quicker melee, more pulse rifle ammo, no flinching when taking damage. You guys get the point, right? Of those 8 perks, you pick the 4 that you want, and you place a piece of Aura inside one of those options, and you can mix and match your setup in any way you like. Any of those 8 upgrades, you can choose 4 of them. Now, the same thing would work with legendaries, except I would shorten that down, obviously, to maybe like 3 or 4 choices per armor. 3 seems like a better deal for the legendary, 4 would be ideal for the raid armor. You pick and choose which Aura you want to invest into that item. Now, let's say you want to switch out your gear. You don't want this chest piece with discipline, you want the one that has intellect. When you switch it out, the game takes back the Aura you put in the first piece, and you're able to put it back into those next pieces, choosing whichever 2 perks you want on that item. Basically, you pick and choose how you want to be upgraded. When you switch an exotic, the same thing. The 4 Aura are returned back to the bank, and you choose which options on the replacement piece you want to invest in. There is an endless limit to the 10 perks you can hold, which you would get in this system. And just look at what I did in one single shot. I removed that stupid ass light level bullshit and applied the rank up system to your character. I removed the ridiculousness of having to upgrade your armor with material and money and replaced it with a universal aura selection system. And most importantly, I gave everyone some RPG elements in which you choose which are the best perks for your particular character. Honestly, what more could you ask for? How difficult was this to create a system that is less confusing than the light system? It's more streamlined than having 40 fucking pieces of armor, making your legendary gear in the game having a purpose other than taking up space in your goddamn vault. Now, in the future, as we learn with the Dark Below, Bungie likes to raise the level cap. Instead of stopping at level 30, now we bumped up to level 32. Not a problem. Just add more aura. Instead of just needing new raid gear or whatever the fuck to get to level 31, 32, the simple logical step is allowing players to earn 2 more pieces of aura for a total of 12 pieces of aura. You can invest those in any pieces of armor that you wish, however you want. It's up to you to select which perks you want on your character. Now, instead of prior armor becoming obsolete and useless, you now can continue to use your old armor after grinding out more tasks for those 2 pieces of aura. Instead of Vault of Glass content becoming obsolete because this new raid is now released, you now give the people the ability to upgrade and keep their old armor and reinvest in it how they see fit. Bungie, seriously, man, I'm killing it here, and your ideas are really starting to make it look like you seem like you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, man. Come on, please, someone. Have anyone who makes decisions watch these fucking videos. Have someone remove their head from their ass and just look at the potential of a basic idea of having options on your armor and the ability to select whatever node you want, and that's how the rank up system works. This is a very basic concept. It's a very simple concept. It's an RPG concept, something you guys have been missing from this game since day fucking 1. Unbelievable that somebody has to point this shit out to you guys. Anyways, that does it for this video. Next video, we're going to get into actual enemies and the AI in this motherfucker. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.